Well, in today's Baby Talk segment, we're talking about autism. In fact, April is National Autism Awareness Month. And did you know that 1 in 68 is the number of children nationally diagnosed with autism? The number continues rising, and doctors have noted the number of families with autistic children is growing.
I love my mom.
I love my mom.
This tender moment between Amy Day and her son is not one she takes for granted, because it's one that's taken a lot of work.
Almost 5 years of therapy and, social skills classes.
Amy and her husband Chris have two energetic and curious boys, 8-year-old Ty and 9-year-old John. Well, each of the boys has his own personality and pace for developmental milestones. Amy noticed something different about Ty when he was 2.
He didn't really speak. He spoke maybe 1 or 2 words. He never responded to his name. He wouldn't really look at me. By the grace of God, I was at the computer one day and Yahoo News popped up, and it was an article about if your child is not doing certain things by the age of 2, that the pediatrician should, just kind of check for signs for autism. And I had no idea what autism was.
Autism affects how the brain processes information. The disorder can impact the way a person communicates, relates to others, and that creates challenges for families.
You can make some bubbles for the little girl to pop.
Trips to the park weren't always possible because of a fear Ty would wander off alone, and movie night could end with one son feeling neglected.
5 minutes into the movie, I'd have to go out in the hallway with his brother so that he could walk up and down the theater and get to move around, and so my older son would be watching the movie all alone, and it broke my heart.
It happens all the time, and that's one of the concerns that our families have, is sometimes our families feel very isolated.
Dr. Amy Heath is the director of the Autism Clinic at the Brazos Valley Rehab Center.
I can't give you like a set number of, this is how many individuals in the Brazos Valley are affected by autism, but there's a lot. We have a very large population.
Several years ago, just a handful of preschoolers were receiving treatment. Now, nearly 40 children and young adults are learning strategies to help them cope with the differences that impact their lives.
I think that's the balance that we play, is helping them learn how to cope with the differences and the struggles that they're having, but also teaching them that you are a wonderful person.
Balance is also key for Amy. Her goal with the years of therapy Ty's received is to help him, not change him.
Do you remember the first time Ty told you he loved you?
I do, actually.
Tell me about it.
He was, I think, about 5 years old, 5 or 6. And I told him, like I always tell him, I love you, Ty. And he said, I love you, Mommy. And I just started bawling, because it was a huge thing for him to be able to tell me, I love you.